This week, Player Chat sits down with Steve Heller from Surprise Attack and Pixels for breakfast to chat about his many-faceted career. Angelo looks back at the history of video game classification from its murky beginnings until today. And we take a few moments to jump into the sublimely ridiculous West of Loathing, just in case your life had been missing a stick figure RPG with cowboys. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week the Australian esports landscape changed again thanks to a brand new bar opening in Melbourne. GGEZ is Australia's first dedicated esports bar, and it is very different to the video game bars we've seen previously. The big difference, the games at GGEZ are for watching, not playing. Just like you don't go to a sports bar to play football, you don't go to GGEZ for a quick game of Overwatch. Instead, it's a dedicated viewing venue with all the big games put up on the big screens. Now, esports tournaments happen around the clock around the globe, but we're told an ultra-late license means that GGEZ will be open for just about every major esports event, no matter where it happens. The bar is open now, Wednesday to Monday from 5 PM until late, and we are planning to drop in for an adult bubble tea or two very shortly. In other Australian news, remember how South Park, The Stick of Truth, was pretty heavily censored before it was released down under? First up, it was straight out refused classification. But then, after Ubisoft made some significant changes, it was made available to Australian adults who didn't mind a little high-impact crude humour, sex scenes and references to sexual violence. Fast forward a few years though, and it is time for South Park The Fractured But Whole, and Ubisoft is proud to announce that the game has been accepted by the Australian Classification Board completely uncut and has been given an adults-only R18 rating. That means when the game finally launches on October 17, Australians will be playing exactly the same version as everywhere else, complete with high-impact crude sexual humour, sex scenes, references to sexual violence, sexual activity related to incentives and rewards, and some online interactivity. And sticking with weird sequels, Suda51 stepped up at PAX West to announce Travis Strikes Again, a new game in the No More Heroes universe, heading to Nintendo Switch.
There's a new generation of humans out there. Let me at least introduce myself. Travis Gotcha! You murdered my dog! Don't pretend you forgot! Now you're just gonna confuse people. They need to know about the most hardcore assassin in video games. You bastard! We're trying to butter up the gamers! Your fight is here in the real world!
Firstly, it looks like Nintendo's relaxed its stance on adult content because that is not a game for kids. Secondly, Suda51 and his team at Grasshopper Manufacture are teaming up with an assortment of developers to create the game, which sees Travis Touchdown entering the worlds of different indie titles. Names already on the list include Dennerton Games with Hotline Miami and the Yacht Club Games with Shovel Knight, with 4 more to be revealed. In quick Nintendo news, a Texas court has just awarded $10 million against the company after finding that Nintendo of America infringed on iLife's motion sensing accelerometer technology, specifically a patent related to detecting if a person has fallen down. iLife uses the technology to monitor infants and the elderly, but the company argues that its patent covers other applications. Nintendo, predictably, is taking the case to appeal, saying that the patent is invalid and that it's not infringing on it anyway. Big changes are afoot for League of Legends. IP is being merged with Blue Essence, so you no longer have to choose between spending IP on runes or unlocking a new champion. To make things even more interesting, the level 30 cap is being removed. Riot is introducing a new reward system that will level up with you, giving you a loot chest after every game, each one packed with champ shards, blue essence and the occasional gemstone or rare emote. The team explains that it's a way to give players something to work towards beyond just champions, as well as focusing the reward experience around drops that are more substantial. Our weekly update for the juggernaut that is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it is apparently 2017's best-selling game on any single platform. Not bad for a game that's still not finished and has never seen an old-fashioned retail release. Similarly impressive, 55% of people who own Battlegrounds also own CSGO. These people used to play CSGO 50% more than the average person, but since discovering Battlegrounds, they now play 30% less. According to Steam Spy, the Battle Royale is cannibalising both the most engaged players from CSGO and H1Z1, but also the least engaged players from Payday 2 and Left 4 Dead 2. Another game that's looking to carve out a chunk of that Steam audience is Absolver, which launched this week. Despite some serious server downtime and more than a few in-game bugs, the martial arts-inspired RPG still managed a concurrent player peak of nearly 19,000, and a hefty patch is on the way. If you loved American McGee's Alice and its sequel, Madness Returns, you might like to pay a little attention to what McGee is up to now. He is publicly calling for support to make a sequel. No mean feat, given that the rights to the game still live with publisher EA. The developer is currently drafting a proposal, including timeframes and financials, but he wants to know how many people really want this game to be made, so make sure your voice is heard. And finally this week, AMC has teamed up with Next Games to create what might just be the next big thing in mobile gaming. The Walking Dead Our World is a location-based augmented reality smartphone game. It's basically Pokemon Go with zombies.
The Walking Dead, Our World, coming soon to App Store and Google Play.
No release date for The Walking Dead Our World just yet, and no real storyline either, beside the fact that we're guessing you're a human trying to survive after the zombie apocalypse, but we'll keep you posted. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.